All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do responsibility. We're going to talk about responsibility as a wildcat. Wildcat responsibility is taking the opportunity to act independently on your own and be accountable for our own decisions. It is being on time, getting schoolwork done, and doing the right thing, even when it's hard and even when no one is looking. All right, grab a responsibility handout. So what that's going to look like if you're at home is you're going to go to my website, brianmillershs.weebly.com. You're going to go to life skills. You're going to go to responsibility and click on that. And then you're going to click here to get the files you need. It's going to look like this. And you can click on this and then you're going to pop it out. You're going to make a copy and so on and so forth. Okay, so we'll pop it out, but you need to choose file, make a copy, and file, move to folder, move it to your right folder. Okay, so that's what we're going to do so far. And then what I want you to do next is on your notes page, write down an example of irresponsibility and responsibility. So right here, you're going to write down examples of what does it look like to be irresponsible and what does it look like to be responsible. So just examples of that. So go ahead and do that, hit pause, and then continue on when you're ready. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is write down an example of each of the following on your notes page. Okay, so what that means is, so for write down an example. So what does it look like? I do what needs to be done. Write down an example of what that looks like. So you're going to write down right here an example of doing what it needs to be done. I am reliable and dependable. Write down an example in here of what that looks like. I am accountable for my actions. Okay, write that down in here. So just an example that you've seen in your life that you've done or others have done. Okay, do that. Hit pause and do that. Okay, when you're done with that, now rate yourself on each of these. So what that means is if you are really good, that you do what needs to be done, you're going to write down a 1 over here, indicating, actually, we're down here. So rate yourself. So you're going to put a 1 over here, like, hey, I really do what needs to be done. Or if you don't do that, you put the 1 over here, representing question number 1. You're going to rate yourself. So then you're going to write a number 2 on here somewhere. I am reliable and dependable. So for me, I feel like for the most part, I'm reliable, dependable, but every now and then on certain paperwork, I don't get it in on time. So I would have put myself as like a 7, so I would have put it, I'd write the number 2 here, and I'd maybe even write a note like, I'm really good at this except for I don't turn my school paperwork in on time. And then so rate yourself on all of these, okay? All right, hit pause and do that now. Think about the importance of all this stuff. The reason it's important is because all the things that we've talked about, being safe with your health and being safe with sex and alcohol and tobacco and drugs, those things can make your life either really good or really bad. If you're safe and responsible, your life could be really good. If you mess up in those areas, your life will be bad. Same thing with your organizing with your binder and schoolwork. If you're unorganized, you lose things. Well, then the next 4 years are going to be really difficult. But if you're developing really good habits right now, then the next 4 years could be really positive and successful. So all, the things that we've talked about so far are quite important. Okay, write down your responsibilities to yourself, your family, your friends, and your community, and that is going to go right here. Okay, so fill this in. What responsibilities do you have for yourself? So for me, I have to be responsible to exercise, or otherwise I feel really awful. To my family, I need to be positive when I get home and spend time with my children and my wife. Okay, to my friends, I need to text them or call them every now and then to see how they're doing. To my community, well, one of the things I feel like I should do is give to the food pantry and help people who don't have enough money for food to eat, those sort of things. So you write down the answer to those questions. Okay, in the excuses column, write down an excuse you've used recently. Okay, so what that looks like is this. So over here, you have write down an excuse, write down all the excuses that you've used in the last month. Like for me, I would say I didn't get my paperwork in on time because I'm too busy grading papers or something. I don't know, or so on and so forth. So write down excuses. Okay, now we're going to learn how to turn excuses into statements of responsibility. So I forgot my binder, so I can't do the assignment. Well, a better thing would be, I apologize, Mr. Miller, for being late. I had to go to my locker to get my binder. All right, so you're taking responsibility and then you're doing the right thing. So you're saying, hey, I messed up, but hey, at least I tried to get my binder so that I could do my assignment. So on your paper, you're going to take all your excuses and you're going to turn those into statements of responsibility. And there need to be at least 3 excuses and 3 statements of responsibility. Okay, so there's an excuses. It broke. I broke it. I need to fix it. So this is an excuse. This is taking responsibility. Excuse, statement of responsibility. Okay, go ahead and finish that up. And that is it.